Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I am the Travelling Witcher. I am in the beautiful, amazing Tokyo, Japan. It's been a destination of mine that I've wanted to visit for a very long time and I'm finally here. So over the next few videos I'll be undertaking and visiting many awesome places here in Tokyo, Japan. A couple of day trips also just outside of it, and I hope you'll come along with me for the journey. If you are interested in that sort of content, check out my previous videos where I visited Queenstown, New Zealand and got up to a lot of fun over there. In today's video we'll be doing an imperial walking tour of the Shogun Imperial Palace. It'll be cool to just have a walk around. We've got an English speaking tour guide and get a bit of history of the place. So come with me and we'll check it out. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Really helps new channels like myself. Alright then, let's get on over there. This is the moat around the guard tower. Apparently it was constructed in 1405, finished in the late 1800s. Apparently there's been lots of earthquakes and damages and fires over the years, hence why it took so long to finish. But it's pretty cool. As you can see, it's got a moat surrounding it. So back in the day, harder to attack. Apparently it's been handed over from the shoguns to the imperials over the decades. So pretty cool. We're now going to enter the main entrance. I just really love the moat. Apparently there are actually some turtles in it. So hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get to see one. Apparently this is a secondary gate behind the first gate, and what they did was, so it was clever, if an attack broke through that gate, they had then the secondary gate to get through, so they couldn't get the momentum. They had slots up there and that side for archers to be able to fire down, so if you broke through you would be being attacked from above on both sides. This one is actually a reconstruction, as apparently the original was hit in World War II during a bombing, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, it's very cool so far. So apparently this was a checkpoint back in the day and you couldn't go any further up unless you was royal or family, so you had to leave your horses or your carriages here and they would do weapons checks and everything to make sure you weren't carrying anything onwards. So that's pretty cool. And apparently she was telling my tour guide was telling us that although the emperor reigned for a long time, there was a 200-year period where the shoguns ruled, and the symbols on there show that was under their ruling. But apparently due to trade negotiations, as Japan only negotiated with Denmark and the Americans insisted that they begin to trade, the people and lords went and cut a deal with the emperor, and the emperor gave them power and they overthrew the shoguns. Very cool. This is another building. Apparently this is where a lot of the samurai used to live together, high-ranking ones. Pretty cool. Don't know if you see that stone with the Japanese symbols in it. So yeah, apparently that was also one of the final checkpoints before they could get to the palace grounds. But yeah, that is where a lot of the high-ranking samurai would live together. Very interesting. Look at all these amazing trees. It's amazing brickwork, as you can see how high the walls are. It's just full of life, the gardens. Apparently that's because in Japan it's sort of foresty wise part of their culture, and there's apparently certain demigods that represent forest and nature, which is very interesting because in the city itself there's loads of trees, plants, bushes everywhere. Not like most cities, which is a concrete jungle. Tokyo is definitely different. Apparently it took over, I think she was saying, thousands of years to be able to construct and finish all of it, all the stones and all the rocks, all the buildings. Apparently over history there was repeated fires, earthquakes and a lot of damages that delayed and set back the construction of the place. Very cool. So this was living quarters, and apparently the way the shoguns kept power is that the lords that the shoguns ruled over, family would live here but the lords wouldn't. They'd actually go off elsewhere, and that way if they ever tried to start a rebellion, the shoguns would kill the family. Apparently as well, the lords, if they wanted to get higher status, could marry within the royal family. They'd sell off one of their children to marriage, but they would also have to provide big stones or manpower to help build infrastructure of this place to keep it secure. Really cool. This one particularly apparently used to be a watchtower, and you could see all the way out to Mount Fuji. You can't anymore, because apparently all the tall buildings are now blocking the view. It was also somewhere apparently where the emperor's grandmother would come, because you could see out into the stars, and she loved the night sky, and she loved to look out and spend time there looking out at the sky, drinking tea. That sounds like the life. As you can still see, I mean, this garden is amazing. All the different types of trees. There is also, we missed it, I couldn't record on that bit, but apparently there was one section where there was a different, like pretty much every fruit tree you can get in Japan planted in the garden, and they never pick any of the fruit. They leave it for the raccoons and things. So more symbolism that every single one is planted there, which is pretty cool. So this building over here was built for the current emperor's grandmother as a birthday present. It is a music center, and some of the people in Japan can be asked to perform there if they're lucky enough. The top of it is in the shape of a flower, like a peach, as that was one of her favorites. Apparently this is considered, exactly where I'm standing, really part of what is central Tokyo, even though we're not a part of the official grounds that you're allowed to see. But a really cool look at some of this, you know, buildings and everything from here. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah guys, that was the video. I hope you like it. Not a massive one, short and sweet. Just learn a little bit about this cool place. And if you like it, please smash the like button, comment down below if you'd like, you know, anything you liked about the video, and subscribe if you haven't for future content. I will be doing more videos while I'm here in Tokyo. I have some other really cool stuff planned. I'll be doing visiting some museums that have like some samurai history and swords, and some other cool bits and bobs that I'm looking into. Anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching the video. I've been the Travelling Witcher. Adios.